Hello everyone. So yesterday we painted the first layer of the African girl's skin tone, and today we're going to painting the second layer, which would add some few details of extra colors that we can find on the skin. So one thing I want you to know about the human skin is it reflects other colors in the environment. So it's not so easy to say the skin tone is just a collection of certain colors because there are other colors too that picture could have. Like at times some picture has a little bit of pink, like this girl has a pink, some sort of pink in her skin tones, but also has a little bit of orange. It depends on the environment where these models are. So that could determine the kind of colors that act on their skin. Oil paint is dried now, and I explained that for you to have at least a fast dry oil paint, you add a little bit of gloss paint to it so that it can dry fast a bit. So let's get right into the painting. On this skin, I can see some parts that has a little bit of crimson. This is crimson red, and some part has yellow ochre. A little bit of yellow ochre added to the mixture, and this is yellow ochre. So as we paint along, we'll be adding this to some of our dark tone, mid tone highlights, depending on where we find these colors. So I kept my colors in these ketchup containers so that it doesn't dry up fast. Because if I should leave them on the palette, it might dry up. I'm not painting this artwork at a stretch, so I have breaks. I have some break in between. So I just have to put that into consideration. That's why I have this ketchup container. So you can use any container, or if you are painting at stretch, you can use your palette. But just make sure you have enough of your mid tone, dark tone, and highlight in case of any little correction or so. Um, so just like we did yesterday, we're going to start with the application of the colors, and this time we have to be intentional about it. Oh, that's a mistake. So these are the places that I kind of figure out that it has some sort of yellow kind. Yes, this tone is too light. I have some of the pink here, the crimson mixed with the skin tone. We have them around the highlights there too. Then we have dark tone here. Need petrol to wash our brush before we blend. So you can decide to. Okay, one of the things I also notice is, I guess as I yesterday, this highlight is too light, so I might have to mix it with some of this mid tone. Sometimes in my mixture, I mix the mid tone with the highlights and also with the dark tones. This is for us to have is a kind of relationship between the colors, because when colors agree with each other, they blend well. There's a little bit of crimson there on the hair. So you can decide to do this gradually and blend as you go, or you you apply everything before blending. So in this case now, I'm not using a big brush to blend all through because I don't want to lose the boundaries of my tones. I don't want to use that brush to um, overlap the tone. I don't want it to go beyond the place it's meant to be. So I'm using a kind of medium brush to control the blend. Okay, I think we are good with that part. So once this is slightly dried, we can, if you notice that the dark tone is not deep enough, and decide to reapply and blend it, or if it is the highlights that we need to add up to, we would add up to it and we'll blend it in again. So I'm trying to create a base tone for the eyelashes before we we draw a stroke for the lashes. So while doing this, just try as much as possible to keep that line for your lashes so you uh, don't lose it. But come back to that when the background layer there is dried. We'll come back to it to draw the eyelashes, the stroke. If you take your time to study the picture very well, you see those places that have all of these extra colors. All you just need to do is to look deep into the picture. You will start realizing other colors in that picture, you see that there are several colors on the skin. So whenever you are doing a painting, it's always essential to have this kind of brush. The essence of this brush is to draw tiny lines like the this. I actually made this brush myself. I trimmed one of my brush um to this. So you can get one or probably trim your brush too. It's very necessary. I'm just trying to keep those lines. On this side, we have the dark tone. So you just have to study your picture properly. If you don't understand how to get to those colors, just keep studying, just keep looking at your pictures. With time, you realize those colors, you start seeing them, and the next thing is for you to identify which color you have to mix together to get that exact tone. So the more you practice color mixture, the better you become at it. if you look at the highlight here, it's not really as bright as what we have here. The other reading is I'm going to mix this with the midtone. I guess that's what I have here. And apply it there. Also, we have a little bit of the crimson there.